Hello and welcome to my bed. This is where I sleep, amongst other things, like cuddling with the cat. Peach is right here. And we're here because we're gonna make a nightgown, as you read in the title, and we're gonna make it out of this. This is my linen. It's pretty see-through, but we are making it because we are heading into summer. I cannot handle the heat, and the linen is very breathable, even more so than cotton, because cotton is the actual flower of the plant, while linen is the actual plant itself. So, you know, it's made to absorb the water rather than the flower that just receives it. And you know I love a big puffy sleeve, so we're gonna make it a whimsical nightgown. So let's get on with it. The setup might look a little different now, because we put the bed where my stuff used to be, and my stuff now has some more room. After 2 weeks, we added shelves. So as always, cats. Yeah, you should be used to this by now. So what I did was I drew a thread, which means that you take where you want to cut, and you take the thread and you take it out of the weave so you can see a clear line where the weave goes so you can cut it. Peach? Peach, darling. Are you okay? You having a fun time? Do you want to come out yet? No, you're just biting the fabric? You having fun? Well, I guess she doesn't want to get out. It's like, put it over me again, mommy. Yeah, she's content. Okay. That is pretty essential for when you use linen, because linen likes to not stay on weave. Especially this one, because it's very loosely woven. It's gonna warp and stretch around the thread. So it's just to see where exactly you should cut. And here you can see how big I wanted the sleeves. I took the entire width and just separated it in half to get my sleeve width. And then I used the longest stitch on the machine to get my gathering stitches. It's warm, I'm tired, and I just want to play Red Dead Redemption. But I can't. So I cannot continue, and I need help. I'm gonna have to wait for Anders to come up here, because the pin got stuck under there. Basically, the pointy side is here, and the dull side, that would be the part that you can get it out with, is under here. And I can't get it out. I have tried with tweezers and it's stuck, and because of that the fabric is of course stuck as well. Well, I guess this is the perfect excuse to go play Red Dead Redemption then. Oh yeah. And then I just whip stitched it down by hand. I'm just gonna draw a thread again and then make it. Stop showing the buttons! I'm gonna cut through the middle, but not all the way down to the lace. Stop! Not all the way down to the lace, because we don't want to disturb that part. Stop! And this is how it looked so far when I had put all the pieces together without the sleeves. And here I am trying to demonstrate how the gusset will work, which I will explain in a bit. The sleeves on this nightgown is gonna have a separate gusset, which is this square. It doesn't have a built-in one, which means that the arm is just a rectangle, while in modern since like the 19th century rather than the 18th, we have had built-in gussets, which, if you have seen other videos, is where there is a dome, it goes out and then goes down to be the sleeve. But before the 18th century that wasn't really a thing, so they just had a square and then sewed in a square that is the gusset. And the gusset is the part under the arm that allows you to lift your arm without everything else just flying with it. Then you fold and whip stitch one part here until the bottom of the square, and then you do the same, but you do it all the way, and you fold it so that the long seam covers the edge of the short one. And I decided to fold in the seams and whip stitch them by hand on the sleeves. And then I decided to do the gathering stitches on the sleeves by hand. Just because of personal choice, I just thought it would be fun to do some hand sewing. So when you put a gathering thread in the fabric, you would usually catch 2 threads and skip over 4 and do that all the way that you're gonna gather. I'm gonna measure out how far I would want it to go past my wrist, and I would say about here. Since this is pretty wide, I'm gonna start here. So catch 2 threads, jump over about 4. I'm not gonna actually sit and count every time I go over 4 threads, but after a while you learn to kind of eye measure it. The gathering thread is through, so I'm gonna gather it up until it fits within this band. And I'm gonna connect the band, this edge, the outer edge, to where the gathering thread is, a little bit further down. And not in the middle, because then this part will be shorter than what I measured out that I want. And then I put in a reinforcement patch to keep the split in the front stronger and safer. This point in the shoulder is very weak, as well as the one on the other side, of course. So I'm gonna try to make bars on them, and it's the first time I am attempting this, so I am not 100% sure what to do, but I will try. So basically what you do is you take a strong thread. This is buttonhole silk, so it is very sturdy, and you go through on the weak point a few times, maybe 1 or 2 or 3. This is what I mean with the I don't know, I haven't done this before. I'm just gonna go 3. And then you take it up around. It should be this way because of how the thread is going actually. So up there, and then you do buttonhole knots, and you basically go from one edge of the bar to the other and just do knots all the way. There we go, and I'm just gonna make a knot to finish the bar off and then hide the tail in the seam. And now the strain won't be on the actual fabric, it will be on the bar when it's pulled. The other bar is finished, and that means the gown is finished. I would like to do embroidery, but as you can see, it's very sheer. That will also be a problem when I show this on, but I will figure that out. So, to see what it looks like on, I really like the swooshiness of it. And okay, fine, I'll put it on. This is so stupid.